I saw Ford. 3 wide into turn 3. There's Kevin LePage. There's Skinner down on the bottom of the racetrack in the 19 car.
Oh, contact! And Phil Parsons spins right in front of him.
That's right. You're fine. Good job, buddy.
All right, Bernie, you got a little bit.
Good job.
Mark Martin's in the crash. 32 car Jeff Green's in the crash. Michael Waltrip, Wayne Grubb, Matt Kenseth is in the crash.
Wow. I tell you what, 6 caution flags today coming out on lap 134, and we have a mess at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Almost a dozen cars involved. Let's go down to Bill Weber.
Well, Matt Kenseth was involved, and he just came right across the infield grass to pit road. We talked about these guys battling for points at the very beginning of the race, and Andy LaJoie's had a problem. Kenseth has been involved in this. He's got heavy damage, obviously suspension damage, sheet metal damage. They're going to lift the hood, check the engine. They've got saws out to start cutting away the sheet metal. So Matt Kenseth, one of many, many guys involved in this. A lot of debris on the track as well.
A lot of race cars on the racetrack. The 83 car had a bit of a flame beneath. That's the Wayne Grubb car. There's still a little bit of a flame. The firemen are there. The 5 car, Dick Trickle. The 35, that's Lyndon Amick climbing out. Safety crews going from car to car. Jimmy Kitchens, car number 22, the Jamaica Air Jamaica Vacations car. He is also down there. The 10 car, Phil Parsons involved. Jeffrey Bodine behind Parsons when that started. Just saw the 17 car of Matt Kenseth on pit road. We are still under caution. They have not red flagged this event. There comes the field by, although there's a tremendous amount of debris here on the front stretch. Comes Jason Jarrett by. There's the 44, the Slim Jim car of Terry Labonte. Joe Nemechek as the field coming by. Let's see if we can show you what happened on the restart.
You had cars up front on the restart here that hadn't pitted. Then you had cars that had. And when you have that, it's right here. Here's Phil Parsons down on the inside. Gets a little bit of a nudge from right there behind him. He goes back up the racetrack, pins Lyndon Amick. And as you see, the racetrack, these guys are already running 3 or 4 wide. They're out in the grass. It's a trial. As they come through the grass and shoot back out, look at all the debris going straight up in the air here. We'll see another angle in a minute. These guys are running through into each other as they come out of the grass back up onto the racetrack. You see Phil Parsons get nudged right here.
That's a 64 car of Jeffrey Bodine, and right behind him was Skinner. Parsons up into Amick, and then everything. No one. Here's Parsons trying to keep it out. Amick comes across. There's contact with the 5 and the 22.
And look at the cars running into each other in the grass. And when they run into each other in the grass, the racetrack comes back up on them because it's a trial. So they come back across, and they all end up past the start-finish line, all in a pile right down here.
There's Mark Martin backwards down there in the 60 car. He loops it around. Another angle again. Contact. The 10 car up into the 35. The 35 will come right across, and there's the contact between the 5 and the 83. Now watch coming toward you. You'll see Mark Martin's car spin to the right side of your screen. There's contact there. Looks like Jeff Green. Now there's the 60 car spinning backwards, and Jeff Green, the 32 car, coming at you. There's Michael Waltrip, middle of your screen, the Band-Aid Ford or Chevrolet.
I'm going to tell you something. Little Earnhardt and Michael McLaughlin did a great job going through this race. Right in the middle of it and avoid it.
Here's what Mark Martin sees. He heads for the grass. Right there, runs in the back of Jeff Green. How much damage? Mike McLaughlin, you're talking about somebody did a good job. Let's see, Kyle. Let's ride along with Mike McLaughlin.
He sees nothing. Racetrack's blocked. He's left, he's right, he's back out in the grass, and here he goes. All of a sudden, he got cut just at the right way, and he's out of it.
That's Dick Trickle is getting him out of the Snyder Chevrolet. That's the car owned by Jimmy Spencer. 57-year-old veteran driver sitting up on the stretcher there with the safety crews talking to Dick. That certainly is a good sight. They pulled the Jimmy Kitchens car away. That is Wayne Grubb, the 22-year-old older brother of Kevin Grubb, just outside of Virginia. The Timberwolf Chevrolet, one of 11 cars involved in this incident on lap 134 to bring out caution for the 6th time today. More when we come back. Back at Atlanta Motor Speedway here in Hampton, Georgia, safety crews working on the car number 83. That is Wayne Grubb, the 22-year-old Mechanicsville, Virginia driver. One of 11 cars involved in an incident here a moment ago out of turn 4.
Check this replay, folks. You're just going to see what it's like running into something at 180 miles per hour. There we see Parsons and Amy around, and the racetrack is blocked. The cars get in the grass between the smoke and the dust. There's no visibility whatsoever.
And you could really see the top of that replay, the car number 83 going across the racetrack, almost head on to the wall. Here again, another angle from the start-finish line. Here comes Phil Parsons' Alltel Chevrolet at you now from the Pennzoil Copter Cam from high above. And one more angle at this wild scramble. There's the contact right there. Phil Parsons into Amy. Watch the 83 car up across the racetrack into the wall, coming back. Okay, to tell you those that were involved in the crash as the crew now continues to work, Phil Parsons, Lyndon Amick, Dick Trickle, Jimmy Kitchens, Wayne Grubb. Add to that list Mark Martin, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Green, and Jeffrey Bodine. We might mention that Casey Atwood, by virtue of this caution, did make up an additional lap, so he is now being shown 2 laps down in 19th position. Once again, we are under caution at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the 6th time today. An 11-car incident out of turn 4 as they work to extricate Kevin Grubb. But Wayne Grubb will tell you his situation when we come back. Back at Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia, they have been able to get 22-year-old Wayne Grubb out of the car, put him in an ambulance. They have him on a stretcher there with a collar on just to protect his neck. We'll try to get an update as soon as possible from the safety crews here. Outstanding crew here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's show you again what happened here a moment ago. There's the contact. Phil Parsons into Lyndon Amick. Now we're going to show you Wayne Grubb's car right up here. Watch his car veer across the racetrack. He will come almost head on into the wall. Boom. At 170 miles an hour. Comes across.
It's Matt Kenseth. And we see that's Mike Dillon there that just touches the 17 car of Dillon, of Kenseth. Never see Wayne Grubb being put in the ambulance.
I told you they have an outstanding crew here, Atlanta South crew. Dr. Mark Waterman from Georgia Baptist Hospital. He's the trauma physician in charge of the infield hospital at Atlanta Motor Speedway, so they have the outstanding care. There is Wayne Grubb's Chevrolet, or what's left of the Timberwolf car. Well, Bill Weber, I'm told this incident may have been a break for the car number 3.
Is making it on its own. So good news, they don't have to pit for the grill. The bad news is he still has the transmission problem.
That's Dale Earnhardt Jr. And watch as he sees all this trouble. He heads for the grass. And it looks nice and smooth there and nice and green, but you know it just isn't that smooth going through this bumpy grass. Plus all the shrapnel debris that's being thrown off the racetrack in front of him. That might be what he was thinking, what he got into.
We might mention that Casey Atwood, by the way, I told you, he got a check-in with Ray Dunlap.
Well, Jerry, we're back at the infield care center, and Jimmy Kitchens has just come out. Jimmy, the first question is, are you okay?
Yeah, Ray, I'm fine. I hate it for the team. We had the Air Jamaica Vacations Monte Carlo running really well today, and we were trying to play it safe and stay out of those mishaps, and it just didn't happen.
Were you able to see what happened in front of you?
Yeah, some guys got pretty racy with lap traffic up there. You know, it don't take but a couple of laps to get settled in, and so you can race, but some guys just got in a little bit of a hurry, and I think it was a little too early in the day to be getting in a hurry. So we'll just have to rebound and come back to Darlington, and I'm fine. I hope these other guys were okay.
Second start of the year for Jimmy Kitchens. They have a tore-up race car, but the good news is he's walking out on his own power.
Well, that is great news. Now, we told you this caution flag came out on lap 134. We're going to back it up a lap and show you what happened here on the restart and how they all jumbled up. Benny and Kyle?
Well, as I said, the first 10 cars did not pit. Now, they're out there with worn tires. Mike Skinner, at the very top of the screen, he is the first car that pitted. He has 4 fresh tires. There he drives under Tony Rain. He takes 10th spot away. And there we see the 5-car Dick Trickle. He goes by him. There we see Jimmy Kitchens we just talked to in the 22 car. And watch Skinner. He just blows by Kitchens. Now he's going to run across him 3 abreast. That's Bobby Hill in the 8 car. And also Glenn Allen in the 38 car. He goes 3 wide, goes by these guys. And there he goes on the inside of Barrier. He pulls up behind Jeff Bodine. Now here's the contact between Parsons and Bodine. And Skinner, by being up that far, he avoided being in this accident. All those cars, most of those cars that he passed were in the crash.
Now there's